So we're here with a special version of Abridged podcast and with a recurring guest. It's my pleasure to welcome Fire Prevention Officer Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan, welcome to this special little Abridged podcast, and we're going to talk about Fire Prevention Week.
Well, thank you very much for having me, Mayor Maloney. And yeah, Fire Prevention Week is something that occurs every year here. It's an NFPA kind of campaign that they put on, and this year we're looking at it to charge into fire safety with lithium-ion batteries in your home, in my home, in the homes of all of our community members.
And first of all, when is Fire Prevention Week? What are the dates for that?
So fire prevention this year is October 5th to 11th.
Okay.
It's about a week long, and all across North America, the NFPA, or National Fire Protection Agency, kind of has different events here and there. They support fire departments all across North America in assisting in getting this potentially saving knowledge out into the community.
So charge into fire safety, and I think that has, as you pointed out, everything to do with lithium-ion batteries. Tell us a little bit about the challenges with lithium-ion batteries.
A couple challenges with lithium-ion batteries is they're everywhere. Looking around the little room that we're in here now, I see 3 or 4 lithium-ion batteries in the cell phones that are on the table. That could be charging in your home. I would hazard a guess that in this building there's probably 100 cell phones, which is 100 lithium-ion batteries. But they could be in more than just cell phones. So anything that's rechargeable, potentially power tools that you have at home, obviously your phone. Electronic devices, even potentially smoke alarms. If you go buy a lithium-ion battery to put in your smoke alarm, that's potentially another threat of a lithium-ion battery in your home.
And so what makes the lithium-ion batteries, so susceptible to fire or fire risk? What's the makeup of those that is the risk hazard?
Really a lithium-ion battery is safe, right? Just like anything, it's safe until you do something you're not supposed to do with it, right? So anything is susceptible to damage, right? Say you drop your phone, you could damage something. You could damage the battery inside, right? So when that battery takes that harsh impact or that shock, potentially damaging it, it could put it into what we call a thermal runaway event, which in turn breaks down the internal components of that battery, and the compounds mix together, they go into thermal runaway. That's when, I'm sure you've seen some of the videos online, you see sparks shooting out of them, flames shooting out of it, and ultimately just a very violent reaction to that, or inside that battery, which causes fire. It could be from other things too. It's not necessarily just damage, it could be overcharging it, right? So a lot of manufacturers will say, think of potentially your DeWalt drill that you have at home, right? The manufacturer will say, charge it until the light goes out, take it off the charger right away, right? If you're guilty like I am, I leave my battery on the charger until I need it next, right? That's not good to do. You're overcharging that battery potentially. Although the charging devices have safety features installed, they could fail. Anything could fail. Overcharging that battery, overheating it, causing it to be damaged inside potentially, and making it go into a thermal runaway is a really real factor with these batteries.
So, and as I understand, the fire that they produce is like very intense, very hot, and very difficult to manage and put out.
Yeah, that's correct. So lithium-ion batteries, they give themselves oxygen, right? So they're constantly going through this thermal runaway, and they're going to go through that until it's used up all the fuel inside. It's not like a piece of wood. When it catches fire, we apply water, fire goes out. These batteries there's no way to really extinguish them until they've used up all that fuel. When we fight a piece of wood that's on fire, we're taking away that fuel by dousing it with water. These batteries, we simply can't do that with.
A focus during Fire Prevention Week on charge into fire safety, focus on lithium-ion batteries. People, as you pointed out, you were starting to rhyme off a few things. I've got a lot of tools that have the rechargeable batteries, lithium-ion batteries. I think most people in their home have that. It could be flashlights. There's so many things in your home that would have lithium-ion batteries. It's not, strictly, the cell phone or that rechargeable, e-bike or whatever. You often hear stories about, the e-bikes, spontaneously combusting and lighting on fire, but it's anything that is got a lithium-ion that's a rechargeable battery type of device.
Yeah, that's right. It could be anything. really, I'm sure there's products out there that we have in our home that we don't even know have a lithium-ion battery in them, because I'm guilty for it. You get a new product, you take it home, you pull it out of the packaging, you toss the packaging in the garbage, you put it on the wall, you use it, whatever you're doing with it, and you don't look to see what kind of battery's in it, right? And a lot of the times, think of your cell phone, it's sealed, right? You're not opening the back of it up like the old cell phones
Yeah, exactly.
to see what kind of battery is in there, right? So
Yeah.
you might not even know if you have that in your home.
Yeah.
So it's very important for our community members to identify those potential hazards and try and mitigate them the best that they can.
So identification's a good point. There's a difference between lithium-ion and lithium batteries. Lithium-ion is rechargeable. Lithium batteries are not. So maybe just explain that a little bit.
Yeah, so you're on the right track there, Mayor Maloney. You just had it a little bit backwards there. So lithium batteries are single-use and non-rechargeable. We find those in many items that are designed to be long-lasting, right? So the new smoke alarms with 10-year batteries in them have lithium batteries in them. They're designed to be long-lasting but not rechargeable. Lithium-ion batteries are the rechargeable ones that we find in our cell phones, our power tools, all that kind of stuff, right? There's little bits of differences between the batteries, and primarily in the construction of the batteries, the materials used inside, right? So lithium batteries use just a lithium material, where lithium-ion batteries use lithium compounds. So it's, from my knowledge, when those compounds mix from that damage, from that shock of being dropped or that overcharging, that's what causes it to go into that thermal runaway and cause issues in our homes.
So if you have a device, whether it's an old rechargeable flashlight or an old rechargeable power tool, any advice on how you should dispose of that safely and get it out of your home when you want to, when it's past its usefulness?
Yep. So in Bracebridge here, there's a few receptacles. I'm not sure exactly where, but generally you'll find them in hardware stores that have that little green bin out front that allow you to go drop off your batteries in those locations, right? I believe the Sportsplex here in town had one for quite a while.
The town hall has one, I think.
I believe the town hall does have one as well, yes. So that's a very good option to get rid of used batteries, is to bring it there where they're safely disposed of, right? Another place might be Brendar, the environmental facility up there on Rosehorn Drive. If it's a hazard, they'll likely take it, right? The biggest thing here is recycling responsibly. Right? So the manufacturer's instructions, which is something that in the world of fire prevention we always refer back to, is the manufacturer's instructions. They're the ones that have tested it, figured out what's going on with it, and they're the ones that know how to keep it safe. Always revert back to the manufacturer's instructions to look for the recycling instructions on that specific device, because it might be different. Your phone might be different than your battery from your drill, right? And always, if the general community has questions, they can always contact the fire department as well. And I think we talk about that a little bit after.
Yes, I think if folks that are listening to this are saying, well, geez, I'm not sure what I have or what I should do, always can reach out to the Bracebridge Fire Department.
Yep, that's correct. So the fire prevention team at the Bracebridge Fire Department, we're always willing to help our community members out, right? So anyone can call us at 705-645-8258 and inquire about any, sort of fire safety or fire prevention questions that they have, and we'll do the best that we can to assist them or point them in the right direction to ensure that they get the proper information.
Yeah, great. And I know that there may be some events and activities that the fire department will be involved with during Fire Prevention Week. So safe to say, keep posted to the town's website, and those events or activities will be posted there for Fire Prevention Week.
Yep. So we do a very good job here to make sure that all of the important information, especially regarding Fire Prevention Week, is posted to our Facebook page. Media releases that we put out and whatnot. And traditionally last year we went to the Junior C game that happened to be right at the end of Fire Prevention Week, where we were able to drop the ceremonial puck during intermissions. We had a fire safety table set up outside, and we're hoping to be back there this year. We do have some feelers out there to make sure that we can try and get to the game. And anytime that we're really doing any sort of public event, we always try and bring in that lithium-ion battery safety, right? Because it's such a real problem here. Not necessarily in Bracebridge, we've been very fortunate, but North America or worldwide, we're seeing an uprise in these events that are caused by lithium-ion batteries. So we're really always trying to educate the community on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's the potential of the risk, and it doesn't mean that just because we haven't had major incidents here in Bracebridge, that it's something that we have to ignore. It is a risk, and thanks for taking the time today to first of all talk about Fire Prevention Week, and also the theme, which is Charge into Fire Safety. Um, Appreciate you taking the time, Jonathan, and as always, you're providing some great information. I learned a lot today. And also, we're doing this recording today on National Truth and Reconciliation Day. So I'm wearing my orange shirt. Great to see that the fire department has their orange epaulets. So what a great tribute to this important day today.
Yeah, we have lots of epaulets for different important things that we encounter in our everyday lives, and this is just one little thing that allows us to show our support in Truth and Reconciliation Day. So I appreciate you noticing that.
Yeah, Fire Prevention Officer Taylor, always a pleasure. Jonathan, till the next time, appreciate all the work that our fire department does, and you and your work to keep us educated.
Thank you very much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Great.